These groovy cats could care less about what happens in Washington. It's really not their bag.
Like, getting into the aliens, you know, going back and remembering when I first became an alien. Like, I was always a biker, but, like, you know, never really had a tight group and everything. And, like, a few years ago, it was a couple of years, I was introduced, like, to the aliens, you know, the Jersey chapter and everything, and I hung out, you know, was a prospect like everybody else. And, you know, really dug the scene. It really got to me, you know. It gets in your blood, you know. It was like, we're a group that's so tight, you know. We have such brotherhood, you know. And, like dynamite people, you know. We always had good times and parties and everything. So, like, you know, when I got my colors, like I've said, I've had them 2 years, man. Like, I live for them, boy. Like, you know, like, wow. Like, being an alien, like, is, you know, you get that, well, being a biker, being a 1%er, you know, and, like, you get that bad image, you know, that you have and everything, you know, and, that's what society says anyway, but it's really a dynamite image. Like, society wishes they could be like us, but, like, we're our own society, like, you know, we have such tightness, like, brotherhood, you know, and dynamite people, good parties, you know, and, like, society doesn't understand this, you know, like, being 1%ers, you know, like, 1%ers, like, you know, it's an outlaw, you know, and, like, they look at us like, you know, we're the lowest things on earth and everything. Well, let them look at it like that, man. Like, I don't bother them because they wear a suit and tie every day and go to work every day. I mean, if they want to get stuck in that rut, man, that's their bag. But I'm really happy, you know, with my bros, you know, especially, man. You know, I live, like, every day, man. I look up, like, what I can do for my bros, you know, my brothers. You know, like, they're first on the list, babe. You know, then I got my bike, man. I really love my bike. That's all I live for, you know. Like, there's a saying, like, you know, like, society people out there in the other world, they, like, believe in God, but, like, I think, like, Jesus died so we could ride. And I really look at that way. Like, you know, I really dig riding and everything, and partying is, like, fantastic. You know, like, these, you know, my brothers, man, I can always depend on them, and they can always depend on me, you know. We're so close and everything. I don't have to be, like, worried every day and stuff like that, you know, although we get busted and everything, you know, but, like, we're always together. You know, my bros are always there, my scooter's there, my old lady's there. Like, it's such a dynamite scene. Like, you know, a lot of people in the outside world wish they could be like us, but, like, they just ain't got the heart, man. And, like, you know, they look down on us and shit like that. But, like, I don't know, they ought to try it, maybe some of them, man. I'd really dig the scene. But, like, you know, people, like brother, like, you know, like the chicks, you know, in the club and everything, you know. They're dynamite chicks too, you know. But don't forget, they're just a chick, man. That's all they are, you know. But, like my old lady, I love her and everything. I have a lot of respect for her, just like she has respect for me and respect for all my brothers. And, like, you know, it's a really happy family. Like, you know, they're, like, you know, all my sisters, like, you know. And they're, like, really dynamite, you know. They do all the cooking, all the washing, you know, and, you know, all the balling and everything in bed, you know. And, like, you know, each guy's got his own old lady, you know, and, you know, they're all respected and everything. And, like, you know, it's like we're really a closely knit family. You know, like, it's another thing a lot of people don't understand, you know, how close we are, you know.
Okay, so it's a great life. The real danger is that maybe a lot more people are going to get the idea that the big cop-out is the only answer. If the bigots in our government continue to bug everybody to frustrate the people who do want peace, then we're all headed for trouble. What happens when half the population splits? Who's going to mind the store, and who's going to fight the war? Down will come the symbols of our protest, our dreams and illusions, and up will go the symbols of a new and strange rebellion.
Well, like the 1%er patch here, I wear that over my heart, you know, like, you know, with my colors, because, like, you know, that's just what I am, you know, I have to be like a 1%er, like, you know, an outlaw, like, I live, you know, for my bros and I live for my bike, you know. And I don't care what the outside world does or anything, as long as, like, you know, our family, you know, the aliens, us, my bros, you know, are happy and everything. And that's, like, what we live for, like the 1%er, you know. My JNNF patch, you know, I'm, like, the only one who wears that. That's Judge Nude forever, because, like, I really, I'm into the nude scene, man. I really dig it. Like, and I ride, like, put quite a few miles on riding nude, you know, especially on the warm summer nights, boy. You know, you get a good trip, you know, where you really get stoned and get on a scooter, man. Like riding in the nude on a nice summer night or during the day, man. Nice hot day, man, is really dynamite. Something that more people should get into.
The philosophy sounds freaky, but out of it may come the seeds of a better world yet to be born. The easy rider, the nonconformist, may be the new lifestyle.
Oh, 13 patches. 13 stands for the 13th letter in the alphabet, which is M, which stands for, you know, marijuana. My DFFL patch is like the dope forever, forever loaded, you know, or dirty fucking freeloader, however you want to look at it. Like that, you know. People see that, you know, like they see like dope forever, forever loaded, you know, they think, we're a bunch of junkies and everything like that. It's just, you know, but like, we forbid the needle. We don't want to see anybody use a spike. It's a big, big bylaw, you know. Nobody better get caught using the spike. Nobody uses the spike, you know, and if you are caught, you know, even with, like, works on you or near you or anything like that, man, like, you're put right out, your colors are taken, like, and, you know, all of us, my bros now, like, man, I know none of them, you know, touch that. Let's see what other patch we got here. Oh, the FTW is like, stands for fuck the world, you know, like.
Everywhere these cats go, they draw a crowd. It's a lot more than idle curiosity. Many of the kids from straight families are attracted to this wild scene with the choppers and the broads and the pot. They check it out from a safe distance because it does take a lot of moxie to be a big wheel on this turf.
Well, my 69 patch, I guess that explains itself.
Actually, what you're doing is watching royalty at play. This jam session at the beach is really a status thing. Don't let it snap your mind. You've got to groove with the bike crowd and know where it's really at.
The swastika, we, you know, wear that, and many of us, I have it tattooed on my arm, too. Like, it's a mind blower. The citizens see that, you know. It blows their mind because of, you know, what it represented in the past. Like, they really get uptight over that, you know. I like to see them get their head all jammed up and shit, you know. About these fellas, they're not trying to set any new styles in the fashion world. What they wear is what you'd usually find in someone's grab bag.
Well, I'll tell you, the Nassau people, man, there was nothing like them. Paulie West, man, and Gaga, them people were out of sight. They started the Aliens, man, and there was nothing like them beautiful people. Nobody got busted, man. Everybody was smart. Today, people do things backwards, man. It's a bad groove, man. It's a bad groove. Can't understand it. I think the police are right along with us lately, man. They're pushing the issue a little too strong, man. But they've been pretty lenient.
Vulgarity is definitely in, but don't knock it. It's part of the snobbishness that goes with being a member of this elite organization. And it would be ungentlemanly as hell to corrupt such a good image with soap and water. Up until now, everything's been pretty cool. Not much action. Then a little hassle develops with a couple of citizens. Nothing the club can't handle, just good, clean fun. And with the help of their bros, it provides a suitable climax for a nice day's outing at the beach. A little community action is sometimes the best answer to a bothersome problem. Sometimes you can settle an argument with a piece of chain. You can't leave a job half done, so you might as well work over his buddy, too. You can get real expert at this sort of thing if you have a little practice. If you know what you're doing, you can tear up a guy without drawing blood. You have to protect the good name of the Brotherhood, so everybody gets in a few licks. And for a moment, they don't know whether to take another cut at it or let it go. No sense in making a big production out of a little misunderstanding. And like the noble gladiator, this big honcho with the chain strikes a heroic figure. He may smash a windshield or a store window, and it may be a low blow. But the chicks really don't seem to care. The fuzz moves in to break up the party. Nobody got busted this time, and what about that? Why, those pigs must be getting soft. You know, it's a revolution, Mother.